song is this?
I don't know. This is probably the worst. Wait, start over. Okay, start over. Alan's the worst beatboxer of all time. Oh, you're actively trying to hide the beat. I used to devastated by doing bad.
I didn't want to beatbox because they would have given it away. Give me one. Go. Michael Jackson.
No. Hold on.
50 Cent. Oh no! Usher.
He said 50 Cent for 500, please.
Please do not put no meme in this one. You can be like this.
I went to the meme. Oh my god!
I mean Usher. And I've learned.
The sad part is we say that part every time, but we still don't know the words.
And I've learned. She's out of my life. Bro, this. Please make it sound
you gotta come in. You gotta come into this beat.
Okay. What do you mean, like make my own beat?
You gotta add into the beat. Okay, here we go. I gotta think of a beat real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the bass line, just a regular.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a skeleton.
All right.
You gotta add to the beat.
You know it.
Okay.
Welcome to the Amicy channel. We amazing. Yeah, we love you all. Thank you for watching.
Good morning! Shout out, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex.
And I'm Alan.
Welcome to the Amicy channel.
Welcome.
If you're not subscribed, click on that subscribe button below. Listen, guys, if you're on the live right now and you're not sipping on some cocoa
Or some coffee.
or some cough,
Some cough.
pause, son. Go get some coffee or some cocoa.
Come on.
And then get yourself some nuts of dough. Come back to the live.
And hit it with them.
Hit it one time.
A.
Yeah. Welcome to the Amicy channel.
Welcome.
Hey guys, we back out again. Do what we're doing. Do our best.
Do best.
We've got blood, sweat, and tears. We got blood and sweat and tears. I'm excited about it. It's by BTS. What does it all mean? We're gonna find a lot of things we missed. Why?
You're gonna be mad.
I know. It's gonna be a salty day, but it's okay, guys. Without further ado, let's do what we're doing. Do our best. Let's hop in this video. Let's get it popping. Can you stop playing with your headphones?
I don't know. I'm trying
This
to
is like the third video with these headphones that's fallen. Acting like it's the hardest thing in the
I'm
world.
Bobby Smyrna. I threw the hat up. Where that
Did
though?
the hat ever come down there? Let's get to this channel.
Let's get it.
At its surface, Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a song about the dangers of temptation, and furthermore, the loss of innocence. The music video provides context through symbolic images, which allows these themes to take on deeper meanings. But what does it all mean, you ask? Let's get cultured AF as we take a closer look. So, it's an understatement to say there's a lot of symbolism packed into these 6 minutes. I know it may just look like every choice was made for the purpose of aesthetics, but I promise you, every single painting, statue, feather, and drop of wax means something. Although there are allusions from multiple sources of literature, each symbol works harmoniously with the next to create a larger system of meaning throughout the video. But let's take this a little at a time. The most useful frame for understanding this video is through the story of Demian by Hermann Hesse. Published in 1919, this Bildungsroman tells the story of Emile Sinclair and his journey to find himself. For further context, the ideologies presented in Demian are heavily influenced by the ideas of the German philosopher Nietzsche.
That's the same picture that Jungkook was painting. Remember when it was this...
Nietzsche often wrote about the creation of the self, or as he puts it, becoming what one is. He claimed that people must craft their own identity through self-realization, and to do so without relying on anything transcending that life, such as God or a soul. He spoke of the death of God, and a future where we would see the dissolution of traditional religion and metaphysics. Nietzsche was, quote, engaged in a positive program to reaffirm life, and so he called for a radical, naturalistic rethinking of the nature of human existence, knowledge, and morality. All of these ideas are central to Demian, as they're what drives Sinclair's journey towards a new understanding of life. Sinclair does not go on this journey of discovery alone, however, for he has many mentors who guide him. His dear friend, Max Demian, is the first and most important mentor. The others include Demian's mother, Frau Eva, and a wise organ player named Pistorius. Anyways, this motif of mentoring relationships is where I'd like to begin. In the opening of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, we see each of the younger members paired with an older member, their mentor. They are still surrounded by symbols of innocence.
That's why they kept saying, watch the pairs. But
Here's what I'm gonna say. This is a question for you guys in the comments that's watching this. So, which would you rather have?
Okay.
Would you rather have to watch the video first, and kind of essentially went through the journey that we went through, but knowing at the end of that tunnel the answers are already there? Or would you just go to the answers, then go back and watch the music videos?
I mean, it would defeat the purpose of, like, even watching the videos. If you already know the answers, that's like you having the answers to a test. There's no point in you taking the test if you already have the answers.
Well, you gotta take a test if it's a test. You got, even if you have the answers, that you have to fill up the test. But I'm saying is, you can either go and watch the music videos in order, or go to the end and get the explanation videos. Then you go back and start watching the videos.
So then you could be like, oh, this is what they meant.
In a way, yeah. Answer. But again, that might defeat the purpose of you creating your own theories about what you're seeing.
And actually enjoying the ride. Because I mean, if we would have watched all these like explanations and we went back and watched the video, would you really enjoy it?
I'd be bored.
I'd be like, okay,
I already know this. Yeah, it's like I had a buddy when I was in elementary school that he read
Alex's elementary school moments. I love this.
He always read. He was the weird kid. Mm-hmm. He read the last chapter of every book he read first. Yeah. So he read the last chapter, and then he would go read the book from the beginning. I'm like, why?
Wait, he would read the.
He would always read the last chapter, then he would go start from the beginning.
But I mean, you wouldn't understand what's going on.
What? Why? Anyhow, guys.
In Tears, we see each of the younger members paired with an older member, their mentor. They are still surrounded by symbols of innocence, not yet having embarked on their journey of self-discovery. Jin, the oldest member, stands alone, admiring the painting, The Fall of the Rebel Angels. He is about to begin his journey. As Jin gazes at this depiction of the battle between good and evil, Bach's Mass in B minor plays in the background. Jin stands perfectly between two doors, one black, one white, one good, one evil. In Demian, Sinclair is constantly being tempted by things that belong to the realm of darkness. He feels trapped in his traditional religious teachings and develops a fierce desire to break free and expand his worldview. In the novel, this is symbolized by the sparrow hawk. Sinclair finds some freedom when Demian introduces him to the idea that the world cannot be categorized into binary categories of good and evil, but rather there is good in all evil and evil in all good. This concept is represented by the god called Abraxas. The deity is neither good nor evil, but rather an affirmation of the existence of both. Okay. Furthermore, Abraxas is often depicted breaking out of an egg.
The bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world. Who would be born must first destroy a world. The bird flies to God. That God's name is Abraxas.
This quote echoes the Nietzschean idea that we must think radically in order to be born as our true selves. Sinclair can never find himself if he only acknowledges the realm of light. He must seek knowledge and learn of both realms, therefore destroying the world he once knew. The world that contained his innocence, but also prevented him from growing to his full potential. Part of finding oneself is embarking on a quest for knowledge, and part of this comes from embracing both realms, and in turn, embracing temptation. Once we take a bite of the apple, we cannot regain our innocence. We now have not only knowledge, but also sin, and there's no going back. The interlude of the music video has a couple of direct connections to Damien that I'd like to discuss. Of course, we have a direct quote that's read by RM, referencing Max Demian as a tempter.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
Another connection is the reference to Sinclair's mentor, Pistorius, the philosopher and organ player. Pistorius promises to play Sinclair Passacaglia in D minor. This is precisely what Junke plays in this scene. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the kiss? What reason could Jin possibly have to kiss a statue? What does it all mean? Let me fill you in. Here we have another allusion to the end of the novel. I'll set the scene. Sinclair is wounded in battle, and Demian appears to him. Demian tells Sinclair that if he ever needs help, he need only look inside himself, and he will find that Demian is within him. Demian then kisses him on the lips and disappears. To me, this is the moment the entire music video hinges on. There are multiple layers of meaning to the kiss. Firstly, Jin is put in the role of Demian, giving a kiss to Sinclair. But at this point in the novel, Demian is revealed to be merely a piece of Sinclair himself. And so this is the moment Jin realizes he can now be his own mentor, and he has broken out of the egg. He has achieved creation of the self. The other layer of meaning we must acknowledge here is that Jin is finally embracing the two realms. He is kissing Abraxas, the very embodiment of both good and evil, and so he is shedding his former innocent skin. Throughout...
That's kind of what you said when, remember? Because you were like, when it was breaking, you're like, what if he's shedding his old, something about that.
His old self to become his new?
He is becoming new.
Say it again.
One thing.
Say it again for
music
people.
Video, V was shrouded from view under a veil. He was a fallen angel, representing evil and temptation. The moment Jin was able to face him, he destroyed the false world of light he once inhabited, and welcomed chaos unleashed. This is what Lacan would call the real. Jin is unsutured from the symbolic order when he faces the rupture between the symbolic and reality. The symbolic order is the world established by traditional religion. It is the world of light, where only good things can be worshipped. Facing the real, or the existence of a dark realm, as well as the chaos and darkness within ourselves, allows for freedom and the creation of self I keep mentioning. According to Nietzsche, this rupture is crucial. In fact, it's Nietzsche's quote we see here, engraved above the mirror. You still have to have chaos inside you in order to be able to give birth to a dancing star. The old version of Jin, existing only in the realm of light, begins to crumble. There's no chaos in him, and so he cannot give birth to the dancing star. What this means, essentially, is we must all suffer this fall from grace and face reality so that we can create our genuine selves. It is only once we're armed with this true sense of self, finally knowing who we are, that we can spread our wings and fly. Like Sinclair, Icarus too wants to be free and soar to great heights. But he aims too high, quite literally, and pays the ultimate price for his recklessness. He ignores his father's warnings about flying too close to the sun until it melts the wax that binds his wings and he plummets to his death. You all know the story. Behind the neon lights, we can see The Lament for Icarus by H.J. Draper. The Icarus imagery continues as we see Jungkook levitating, neither falling nor flying, surrounded by little bits of feathers. In Demian, Sinclair tells Pistorius that he's afraid of dreams in which he is able to fly, to which Pistorius replies, "It is the feeling of being linked with the roots of power, but one soon becomes afraid of this feeling. This is why most people shed their wings and prefer to walk and obey the law. But not you. You go on flying. You discover that you gradually begin to master your flight. Lacking that, you would be drawn up to the heights, powerless, which is what happens to madmen." This, of course, is a direct allusion to Icarus. But Sinclair has better control of his wings, as does Jin. At least we hope he does. BTS's music and videos often tell coming-of-age stories, and the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video is no exception. This is an important fact to remember as we watch their youthful characters struggle and grow. Although the allusions and symbols in their videos may seem daunting at first, it's important to remember that at their core, these are just stories about growing up. These are struggles we can all relate to on some level or another, and that's what makes them so great. And the massively impressive visuals and choreographies, well, they're pretty dope too.
I don't know. I like when they do that little thing.
Make sure
with
it's
the-
done. Nope, no, it's not done. Alrighty, guys, that was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. What does it all mean? I'm excited. Somebody kept requesting that we go and actually watch the dance practice for this music video.
Okay, we can check
So
it out.
we'll definitely check it out, guys. Again, if you're not part of the Amicy gang, click that subscribe button below and join us, guys. Keep putting them in the comments. Don't cheat yourself. Love thyself and keep it Amicy. Peace.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.